I'm Phil Sanchez.
And I'm Kylie Conway. Of course, the coronavirus pandemic has changed the way Central Indiana, and the rest of the country for that matter, marks Memorial Day. There were no huge parades, and most of the annual Memorial Day services were virtual this year.
Yeah, News 8's Richard Essex has more on how Hoosiers are honoring those who gave their lives for our freedom.
The city and the state have been in lockdown for almost 10 weeks, and even as the state moves towards opening our economy, the sidewalks, streets, and office buildings are still quiet. Memorial Day 2020 will be the first national holiday disrupted by the virus. The tomb that memorializes James Bethel Grisham, a Hoosier and the first American soldier killed in World War I, has one visitor this afternoon. The American Legion Mall is quiet and for the most part void of visitors. The wide open space that makes up most of the mall is about the same. Empty. And no one was reading the letter that has been etched into granite that William Evans wrote to his parents. Evans was killed at the Battle of Midway. The World War II memorial was vacant of visitors. The Soldiers and Sailors Monument, a memorial to every American conflict starting with the Mexican-American War, was quiet. On a typical holiday weekend, Garfield Park on the near south side of Indianapolis is packed with families and groups of people.
It's usually crowded.
Today there is room to roam freely. Joe Fox is one of those that is ready to get out, and he wonders if the lack of crowds will be part of life from here on out.
All the social distancing and the COVID-19 going around, yeah, kind of broke everybody's spirit, you know.
Right around the corner,
I would expect a lot more people here, honestly, because it's a holiday and it's a really big park with lots of space.
Joe Stoltz and his friends are taking full advantage of the unofficial start of summer. He says he comes out here a couple times a month. He says for the most part, people that he knows are following the CDC guidelines and restricting themselves to small groups and open spaces.
I feel like by and large, most of the people that I've encountered have been really careful.
Are we to expect this, fewer crowds and wide open spaces as the new normal?
Definitely, yeah. I know that my family specifically, like, we've had to be like really careful. Like, I can't go home and visit my folks back home because they have people that are like immune compromised, and even though I'm being careful, you can never be too careful.
Memorial Day 2020 will have an asterisk next to it in the history books. No parades, few family gatherings, and no race. The unofficial start to summer that many hope brings the end to a pandemic. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
And President Trump